It was now past midnight, and Harvey found himself standing over the corpse of the slain cultist. Being midnight again, we have to draw a mythos card. A heavy burden. Either add a doom token to the doom track, or one investigator with 4 or more sanity must lose 3 sanity. There are no lingering effects take place today. Okay. Well, Harvey can pay that cost, but that's going to take him down half of his current sanity. Instead, I think I'm going to go ahead and put a doom token on the doom track, since it won't bring in a monster this time. Maybe that is unwise, but this is only my first game playing Elder Sign, so maybe I will find out later whether that was a wise or unwise move. But let's fit this into the story. As Harvey stood over the bloody corpse of the cultist, he looked at his knife once again, and he remembered a quote. Am I a man dreaming I'm a butterfly, or am I a butterfly dreaming I'm a man? He began to question himself. Was he actually a hero, trying to save the world and fight the forces of darkness? Or was he actually insane? And had he killed 2 innocent people tonight that to him appeared to be mummies and cultists? For a moment he began to think it was much easier to accept that he must be insane. Surely this wasn't happening. But he looked again at the great book that he had found, and he opened it once again, and then he looked over the different artifacts that he carried with him. No, this was real. This was real. He needed to find more of these signs of power. This was the answer. For a moment, Harvey considered burning down the entire museum and just trying to rid the world of these terrible artifacts and ancient writings and get rid of the cult threat. But would that really stop it? Many of these relics had survived for hundreds, if not thousands of years. Would a simple fire be enough? There were dark forces at work tonight. He was sure of it. A fire just wouldn't be enough. The answer was here. He knew it. He felt it inside, pulling at him. He knew he needed to collect as many of these signs of power as he could find. As it had said in the book, this is what could stop Yig from reawakening and destroying mankind. So Harvey set out again to make use of the same relics and ancient writings and dark magic that the cults were going to use to bring Yig back. Harvey was going to use to seal him away. So where to look? Where to look for more information? More of these signs, and perhaps anything else that might help him seal away the dark evil. He decided to go to the archives. Surely there must be something there. The archives. The collection is not well documented. Who knows what is really in here? Harvey approached the door to the archives and listened. He heard nothing at first. He then fumbled with the many keys on his keyring and finally found the one that opened up the door to the archive section of the museum. He went inside and then suddenly found that he was not alone. Some horrible, unnatural thing with misshapen limbs lurched at him from the darkness. It was a creature from another realm. Evidently, the walls between our world and other worlds was weakening. Yig's power was growing stronger, and other horrors were already slipping through the cracks. The professor pulled out the artifact, the lamp, attempting to channel its magical power. It's going to give me the red die. We can attempt to accomplish this adventure card in any order. This requirement is advancing the clock, so you have to advance the clock forward several hours. So let's see what we can do. Alright, this is our first roll, pushing all the dice together. Let's see what we can use. Another lore over here. Well, we didn't get our peril, but we did get some lore and an investigation of 3. So let's knock that one out first. Let's roll again. Alright, we've got our terror. Let's put that one down. And we need to advance the clock several hours to 3 o'clock. Moving on to the final task, we need lore and peril. Lots of investigation, but no lore or peril. So this is a failure. We need to remove a die. Alright, we've got our peril, but no lore at this time. We've got 2 investigations. Let's focus this die and remove one of these for the failure. We've got 1 die left, and we need a lore. And because of Harvey's special ability, we either need to roll a terror or a lore to get this. That won't do it. We're going to spend a clue token. This will be representative of Harvey's resolve and his ability to prepare beforehand. Yes, we got it. So we'll put the lore and the peril there. We've advanced the clock, so we have successfully resolved this adventure. This goes into the discard here. This lamp is used, so that goes onto the bottom of our unique items there. We can remove the dice, and we'll take a look here. This dimensional shambler is worth 1 trophy. And before I remove this, let's process this part. We get 2 artifacts or unique items. Let's see what we've got. a book of Dizian, not sure what that is, and a ruby. So a book and a ruby. Each one is going to grant us a red die, which is great. So that's done. We can now put this over on the side as a trophy and draw a new card when night falls. Okay, so we take Harvey off. He's no longer at that location. But the battle with the Dimensional Shambler had taken some time, but due to the power of the magic lamp, Harvey was successful in banishing the thing back to its own world. He then spent several hours digging around in the archives when he came across some additional powerful artifacts that would help him in his struggles. To his surprise, he looked at his watch, and it was now 6 a.m.